warmest welcome. So thank you to all of you. Obrigado.
We do know that season 2 of Shadowhunters is coming to Netflix on January 3rd. What's next spent for each character?
Okay, well Jace doesn't do so good when we start off. He's in a bit of a bad way. He's stuck with Valentine. Valentine's trying to mess with his mind. He's tortured, he's beaten, he's broken. And then the rest of it you're going to have to watch.
And that is a huge driving force for Clary moving into this season because she knows more than anyone what it's like to find out that Valentine is her father. And so she's trying to be there as a sister for Jace, but also she has Jocelyn back and dealing with that issue of Jocelyn still seeing her as a little girl when she's now starting to become more of an adult, more of a Shadowhunter. And then now that she and Simon are both cemented in the Shadow world, they start to learn how to navigate it together as new fledglings in a sense.
Simon ends season 1. And he gets to spend some time with his lovely sister.
I want married with you.
Strong, confident, powerful.
Beauty. You're gorgeous.
We see Isabel being vulnerable, feeling insecure, feeling broken, and she hurts herself physically and emotionally.
No.
And that's going to take a toll on her relationship with Clary and with her brother. So, and she might not fall in love with a vampire.
Yeah, there's a lot of tell books so far. Again, it's going to be going through a lot. Never seen the New York real set. He really has to kind of step up to that leadership role with everything that goes on this season.
I gotta go sit in front of him. Look how much fun I'm driving.
And at a point, he can no longer be Simon's guy to look to, so Simon's got something to back it.
Ele falou também, velho. 3 de 5, vai. 3 de 5. 3 de 5. Vamos lá, pra mim, vamos lá.
Guys, how many of you have
Fotos
read
do
the
meio,
books? And if you did, how much did you pull from it for your characters?
Well, Kat and I both read all the books.
Yeah.
Falta quem? Que tá com o microfone. Não, a foto de uma menina, a menina prova. E o cara, sem ser de branco do outro lado. Gente, eu não sei o nome dele.
The music that signs
Não, tem lá de color também. Foi o que tá entre a menina aqui e o cara de branco.
Tá, o de camisa.
Isso, o anime. Falta ele e a menina ruim.
also in reading all those books, you just get to really, just like you all do, each
Meia hora
character,
até
we got to
depois.
connect more with.
Os caras estão muito animados dele no TikTok. Olha.
That's true, and something I took from Clary, because a lot of the books are from her perspective. You see inside her head for most of it. So the things she notices about each character, the way she thinks about them, the way she feels about them, and just those little details really help inform the relationships and her feelings for each character. What I love about the show is that we draw
A menina tava mandando beijo, era pra ele. Até marcando depois de encontrar, depois essas coisas, não pode falar. Não tem aquele negócio, é carta branca?
Passou do rio ali, não tem mais. Esquece o assunto.
I love you!
É igual o filme.
I love you too!
I also wanted to know about the relationships.
Fica de cinco, fica legal.
So many relationships.
Ela tá 5 vezes, eu quero ver a próxima.
Imagina o Neil.
Quero ver a próxima.
Quero nem ver o Neil, velho. Vai mesmo. Vai, gente, eu não tô nem conseguindo. Ele vai estar comigo
Você tem aula amanhã?
Não, eu acabei já.
Já formou? Tá bem, porque amanhã não vai ter próxima.
Não mesmo.
We'll see new relationships and standing relationships go through trials and tribulations to be formed and take their journey, new relationships that pop up and fade and all relationships that we're trying to work through.
What's great about it is that now that we know these characters, we all know the relationships, we know this world, we can push the characters beyond their limits, we can test these relationships in every way, and it allows you to see different sides of all of these people. You use the term people very loosely, but all of these characters.
We love you!
What about the supernatural? Because it's been a subject of many different shows and movies, but you approach it in a different way.
That's exactly it. Let's talk demons! Let's talk demons! Exactly, there's much more horror influence, and the practical way in which we create the demons is amazing. We have a contortionist playing a demon, we have a partially animatronic demon, and maybe one of us becomes a
Deixa eu
demon.
pegar o nome.
No!
Wait, was that? No, we don't.
Okay.
We're battling our inner demons.
I think the big difference that is being dealt with our show is that these demons, the supernatural and the vampires and the werewolves and everything we have, are also grounded in a layer of reality which makes them approachable and accessible and hopefully the audience can familiarize themselves with these characters.
We're humanizing this world. We're bringing the humanity into the supernatural, which I think grounds it, as you said, in a really interesting way.
Catherine, I want to know how your character is going to grow the second season and really become like a kick-ass.
I've had a lot of fun this season with Clary because she knows a bit more about the shadow world. She knows what some of the rules are, some of the relationships are, and she's gaining skills. So she's coming into her own as a Shadowhunter and as an adult at the same time. And it's a lot of fun for me as an actor because I have actual fight scenes this year and I get to learn the things and take a little ass. Shout out to we have an amazing stunt team.
Our stunt team is absolutely incredible this year, and they really took it to the next level. You're going to see Dom, Izzy, you're going to see everyone getting in these
You'll have like a fight scene in every episode, and the fight scenes are on another level. Kind of martial arts, we're doing the web
Não, acho mais velho. Mais que 20. A Morena tem 27.
You know what I feel? Literally.
colocando o Castro. É o meu número. A morena é meu número. Eu tenho
Stories now. I need to know how was it to learn how to.
Vou morar nos Estados Unidos.
Namorando os amigos, qualquer coisa a gente fala de história, né? Já viu?
Também, já não cala a boca.
Kiss me, kiss me. Kiss me.
As far as learning these martial arts, they train us in the martial art, and then you learn to cater those moves and abilities so you can move them onto being in front of the camera. But yeah, we're learning the martial arts, so as it stands right now, taekwondo, kali, judo, judo, boxing.
Eu acho que ela mais velha, então ótimo.
Agora? Punched a lot.
Daqui a pouco só quero ver o dezembro em séries. Aí eu vou sair. Depois disso.
Your kicks. We also do a lot of wire work this year, which is great.
Whoa!
Really?
In order for us to be able to do a lot of the things that they want us to do, we want to be able to do. We worked out really hard.
We did, yeah.
And our fitness trainer is incredible because he's able to tailor our workouts to each one of us because we're all trying to accomplish different things. And he has more faith in us than we have in ourselves. Shout out to you, shout out to Darren, shout out to our whole team.
I wanted to know from you guys that if you like doing your stunts or if you
Always the best.
you push to do them.
I've seen everyone ask us to do as much as they allow us to do. Because there's a certain point where safety no longer allows us to do our own stuff. We really try to get to that line.
And our stunt doubles are still on set, even if they don't end up stepping in for us. But what's nice about having them there is, especially being a tiny human, learning how to do these fights. My stunt double is my size, so she can tell me from her point of view what she does in order to make it work for her. And I learned so much from her. She's absolutely amazing.
I wanted to know from Dominic what's going to happen with your character this season. Because season 1 huge cliffhanger. So are you going to be the bad guy?
So, Jace. Let's talk about Jace. So yeah, we left Jace with Valentine, with the circle, and at the end of season 1, we don't know which side he's on. We don't know if he's good or bad. And you will find out fairly quickly what's going on in season 2. But unfortunately, you will have to wait until season 2. I can tell you that Jace's path is not easy. At the beginning of the season, he is beaten and tortured emotionally and physically to the point of almost breaking. He is given new information and twists on old information and information about his past and his father and his upbringing and his falcon and everything that there is in his mind that could torture him is there at the beginning of season 2.
Jace needs a hug.
Jace needs a hug.
Olha como é que tá lá fora. Bromance! Quando eles estavam passando.
Between Jace and Alec evolved during season 2.
Alec has a lot going on with other things that sort of distract him from some of his responsibilities. And he loves his brothers, Parabatai, a tremendous amount. And I think that he maybe takes for granted that he'll always love him back and that he'll always be there. And I think that's a common thing.
Right, and unfortunately they both do, but there is a niceness in that same saying in that they know they can rely on each other no matter what. As far as the Parabatai goes, I think they can tell you that you can all look forward to episode 3, which is very heavily based on the Parabatai. We also go back to younger Jace and younger Alec and younger Izzy. We see them meet each other for the first time and how that relationship begins to span. That all happens in episode 3, which is one of my favorites.
It's a great episode. And also, later on we get pieces of them working through issues together in a it's a way that people do when they're very close. They know each other. They know they don't have to sort of say everything.
It's very intimate.
Yes. So it's very. The parent-child relationship is one of the best ones in the show. I
agree. There's nothing like Parabatai. We love it.
Romance!
Second best relationship.
The second best relationship, maybe.
I want to talk about diversity and representation in television today. Because we look at the shows nowadays and we see different faces, we see different colors, we see different everything. And I think that people are being heard and they see themselves on screen right now. What do you think about that, and if you have a message to send to your young friends?
I was recently at a book signing for Tales for Shadowhunters Academy, Cassie's books, and a fan asked me a similar question. And I saw that growing up, not seeing yourself in your idols was a very difficult thing to do. Not seeing a part of you in the people that were being championed, people that were accomplishing your goals and succeeding, made it kind of seem as though there wasn't a place for you in that world. And to have the responsibility of now being that person, to have the ability to be a part of a world where television is now representative of the world we live in, is incredible. And I think it should continue moving in that direction. And I think it's very important to see the kids to see people like you or from similar circumstances or someone that you can relate to succeeding because it makes you different in different cultures.
People need to value the person for their talent, not for how they look physically.
Yes!
That's very important. Whatever you want to do in life, whether it is to be an actor, a doctor, a teacher, prepare yourself so you can be the best version of yourself. That way no one can tell you what to do as long as you're prepared and you can accomplish anything.
But always bring a piece of yourself with you. Don't try to adapt to whatever the norm is. Don't try to just, this kind of person's getting cast. Bring yourself and your culture and the things that are important to you so that those things translate on screen so that people like you can see those as well.
Only you are the only person who can bring what you specifically can bring to whatever it is that you love to do, whatever your passion is. Never lose that.
I think that I see myself more and more on screen as like a woman that is herself. How do you feel about portraying a character that is so true to herself and that also represents so many people out there that like to see that, that like to see a strong woman empowered and in a position of freedom?
I think it's really important, and it's something that I always looked to as a kid when I was watching things growing up. I always looked for those strong, empowered women, and now we see them everywhere. And it's happening so much more often now. And I think that's amazing. And so all of the women on our show are strong, empowered women, both on and off screen. And you see that a lot this season. You see every single one of the women on the show take charge and take action. And I think that's so important for everyone to see it, to be a part of that community, to get to work with someone like you and the rest of the women on the show, and to be a part of that. It's amazing.
How about for you, do you think it's important to see?
Well, I know I keep repeating myself when I keep saying this, but a lot of people don't understand what it's like to play, to be Latina and to play a character that's not Latina. Unfortunately, the stereotypes still exist. They're less now, but they still exist. So to me, it's a huge responsibility. You know, people like my girl J-Lo and Hyatt have left the door really high, and I feel that it's a big responsibility for Latinas to keep leaving that door really high and being an example to young girls to say that, you know, you can do this as long as you prepare yourself, and you're a good example.
Beautiful!
I want to know about
I love you!
all of you are now living in one, but two of you have done a big saga. I want to know the difference between doing
Você
a
tá
saga
querendo
movie
sim,
and
a
a
gente
saga
tá
TV
buscando
series.
só uma.
I think the big difference that we have is Is that just going to write everything I say?
Yes.
Everything? Every word?
Careful.
And then?
What if we see like the jump?
And then?
Be careful.
And then? And then?
Okay.
I'm so sorry to whoever's typing that out. So I think that yeah, amazing. I think the big difference we have between a movie and a TV show is time. Yeah, right? Time. We have more time to develop these characters and to develop our own skills to match what these characters can do. You know, I'm not half angel. I can't jump 15 feet. I can't move as fast as Jason can move. But I'm training myself every day when I'm on set to try and match what Jason can do. And it takes time. And within a movie you have maybe 6 months to do something like that. And with this we have a year. So we have double the time to develop these characters and make them as real as we possibly can within our own ability and stretch our ability and stretch the things we can do to make me Jace. So I end up becoming as much like Jace as I can.
And it's past as well as we change as individuals between the time we past and now. And that heavily influences how the characters change. And the characters are also changing. That's something else about television versus film. When you have a film, you know where your character starts, you know where your character ends from the beginning. We don't know sometimes until maybe 2 or 3 days before we shoot what's coming next for our character. So we're constantly changing what we're doing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly growing with our characters. And I think that's something that's so fascinating to get to really commit to a character like this.
I think it was really great having all season 1 to establish a character and then slowly work on them, because it was a ongoing process of establishing what it is based off of the books and what it is to be each of these people. And in season 2, the opportunity then to further that within those boundaries, within what you've established, was really, it's a great opportunity to have that. And so hopefully you get to explore those things within those characters you've created, to spend time with, which is, it means a lot. Like, we all love our characters. Like, I love Alex, and I'm sure all of us are characters. So let's go support us to see them through all these things that they're doing.
And that's something I can give everyone who cast of the show major credit for, is everyone loves these relationships, they love the characters, and they really, really care about them. So we care about them as much as you guys do.
If you guys could choose another saga to be a part of, which one would it be?
Star Wars?
The Hunger Games.
I would have to say Star Wars as well.
Marvel!
I don't know.
The Avengers!
How about somebody suggest something? Maybe?
Avengers!
Having been part of Lord of the Rings, that would
Lord of the Rings.
Alberto, how will you master the art of being a vampire? Is it tricky or
very difficult?
Yeah?
Well, there comes the supernatural abilities that you actually have to learn how to control. And I think that's something that Simon gets to play with a lot this season. You get to see him try to learn how to use his vampire skills, his vampire strength, and some of his senses. He really is trying to hone them and become a better vampire. Right? Something that I think
Você tá
is
querendo
different for the books. He really wants to excel in that part.
escolhe outro.
But also there's the living the lifestyle of a vampire. It's very difficult to adjust to. Going from the mundane world, daytime, nighttime, having food, everything, having to switch to only coming out at night is very, it's not conducive to a regular lifestyle, one that Simon really wishes he still had.
I wonder if you researched vampire mythology, because it goes way back and it goes as different
back to
directions.
Yeah, it goes pretty far back. It's actually in the Codex. There's a lot about the origin of vampires in our world. But then I did my own research as well. I watched a lot of vampire films. What We Do in the Shadows is a big one for me. Because one thing about Simon I thought was funny is like, I've seen memes about it. Like most vampires have been alive for like hundreds of years, and there's Simon Lewis who's been a vampire for like 2 months. So you get to kind of play with that in that movie.
We love you!
One of my favorite memories from season 1 is we lived next door to each other during season 1, and it's hearing you talk about, I watched this vampire movie, I watched this vampire movie, because every day it was something new, every day it was something, there was some new little vampire tidbit that I got to know about. It was fascinating.
A lot of fun.
Did you guys research any other movies to play your characters?
The books.
It's
enough material there, and how people talk about it online is also important to see.
I think it's pretty important to all of us and to the crew and the producers that what we do is very individual. So even with the vampires and the way they move and stuff, we don't want not because we want to be better or worse than, just because we want to be different than the Vampire Diaries or True Blood or any of those. We want to be different because we're Shadowhunters. That's what we are, and we're going to put our own stamp on that. So even us as the Shadowhunters or as Nephilim, like we don't want to be imitating anybody else. We want to be the first and the best at what we do.
so original to this particular story. I haven't seen much of anything else similar to creatures like Shadowhunters and things like this. It's not much other than the books that we can try to pull
It would be
from.
like a sin to recycle things from other.
It's so true.
I think that's so much uniqueness.
One of the things about being an actor is too, when we're living with these characters essentially, so they never really leave your mind. Like, I know some things about Simon remind me of my friend James, that remind me of another friend of mine, or I saw a guy on the street and I was like, oh my gosh, the way he wears his headphones, it's something that I think, the way he's like rocking out, I can see Simon doing that, or, oh, that record at that record store, I should buy that, because Simon would like it, or, they kind of live with you, so you're constantly doing research, constantly evolving as you move with the person, as a person.
And Emerald, your character is very confident and she tries to keep her family together, but at the same time, but it feels like there's much more to her. What can we expect from her season 2?
Okay, well, Isabel wants to be the best Shadowhunter she can be. So she trusts the wrong person, and that takes her down the path that conflicting, and it's a little bit scary, to get to play the things that you're going to get to see her do in the second season. But it's also exciting because you get to explore the different sides of Izzy, and you see her, like I said, more vulnerable. And I think a lot of girls are going to connect with that side of Izzy as well, because it's going to be something that some people go through.
Well, one thing I do love about Izzy, though, is that she always does what she feels is the right thing to do. And she doesn't let the claim or something hold her back. She's always going to fight for what she loves. So that's something that's a huge thing that's so good about Izzy. And that's why I think she's similar to Simon.
Game with you. So I'm gonna ask a question and you say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Down the row?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Are
so
you guys ready?
favorite scene?
Parabatai scene in episode 3.
Parabatai scene, I got the same answer.
No, I said it first.
Either the rooftop or the boat, basically.
I would say on top of the van.
Yes!
Oh, I said mine. Parabatai scene. It's the first thing that comes to my head. It's very touching.
I'm going to say Ian Finn. If you guys don't know what that is, you'll find out in the second season.
Watch.
That's a good one. Favorite book? From Shadowhunters. Yes.
In the series?
Yes.
Any book?
Oh, in the series.
In the series.
I think we can say both, in the series and...
The City of Glass.
City of Glass or City of Heavenly Fire?
I would have to say City of Heavenly Fire.
City of Bones as well.
Essa se amarra.
Vou deixar porque o segurança vai pôr a gente pra fora, já tá acabando.
Você amarra ela na cadeira, ela come, ela rói.
It's our origin story.
Favorite character?
On the show?
Yes.
On the show. What? You got me? Alex.
This season especially, I really love Luke's journey. I'll say Luke. Luke is super cool this season.
I gotta tie, but I gotta say James. But I gotta tie, I gotta say Magnus.
I kind of like all the characters, I fall in love with them like differently like in every episode. So like for example, sometimes I want to be like Alberto, I mean like Simon, and then sometimes like Clary, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of exciting new characters this season as well. We have new questionable characters, we have the good guys, the bad guys.
All the characters are awesome. I like all the characters.
Favorite supernatural creature?
Empire.
What'd you say?
The angel.
I love warlocks, I gotta say.
And if you guys could play another character, which one would it be?
Izzy. The costume. For the costume, Izzy.
I mean, we know he's coming, so I'm just gonna say it, Sebastian.
I don't know, this is hard. Jace.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You do some cool
Hunters
stuff.
move. And the Hunters move. We do some cool stuff.
We do some cool stuff.
They do some cool stuff.
I'd like to play Simon for a little bit. I don't know, it keeps changing. It'd be fun to play Simon. Different episodes, I like different characters. Yeah, depends on the episode, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'll say Simon too.
And what do you think about your Brazilian fans?
I think it's pretty safe to say that we love.
We love